telling you, you shouldn't do this or whatever, and I believe it was Cal was teaching, he said, oh, you mean the Holy Spirit? I don't think he was right. I think he's right. I think we talk about our conscience, we talk about this battle between good and evil working within us all the time. Well, what's the good voice? The good voice is the Holy Spirit reminding us of who we are, of what we're about, and what we can do and what we can't do as children of God. He gives us peace. He testifies about Jesus. He convicts the world of sin. Now, these things here are that we're saying the Holy Spirit does for us may be done through the Word, or may be done beyond the Word. I don't know. This convicting the world of sin is done through the Word. You want to convict someone of sin? Hand them the Bible. Show them what's going on here in the gospel. He guides us into all truth. A few other verses here that we can look at. I'll just read some of these. He helps us guard the good deposit. The good deposit is the gospel. It's the way to salvation. That's what's in us. And 2 Timothy 1 verse 14 says, guard the good deposit that was entrusted to you. Guard it with the help of the Holy Spirit who lives in you. Have we thought about guarding that? Well, yeah, we think about defending the gospel all the time. How are we going to get that done? Who's going to help us do that? Holy Spirit. He bears witness that we are children of God. We are adopted children of God. Romans 8, beginning there at 16, you see down there, the last two are verse 26. We should just kind of read all that and study that together. You can do that at home. This is the Holy Spirit that tells us you are children of God. And then he helps us in your weakness down there in verse 26. And that's where the verse comes in at 26. He intercedes for us in our prayers. We don't know how to talk to God, right? Holy Spirit handles that for us. He takes whatever mumblings that we throw up toward God in our petitioning God of whatever is going on in our lives, and the Holy Spirit just sort of translates that for us. He intercedes for us in our prayer. I skipped a couple there. He helps us in our moral lives. Let me read that. 1 Corinthians 6, beginning verse 18, it says, flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a man commits are outside of the body, but he who sins sexually sins against his own body. This is coming from the idea of we are his temple. We are his temple. Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you? The sort of, when we do things that we shouldn't do with our body, we engage the Holy Spirit in that action. That can't happen. That just can't happen. He helps us overcome temptation. Rodney's been around here a long time. It seems like every time this verse comes up, they go, oh, that's what Rodney quotes all the time. Well, he does. And good on him. No temptation has seized you except what is common to man, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can stand up under it. How does that happen? Through the Holy Spirit. Through the Holy Spirit indwelling in us, teaching us, and reminding us who we are. And to figure a way out. It's supplied. He supplies it to us. In conclusion, I was thinking about just a couple things here. One, let us consider the Holy Spirit in our fruit bearing. We talked about fruit bearing last week. Galatians 5 verse 16 says, I say live by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the sinful nature. It just continues in this context, and then it comes with what the verse we know, that the fruit of the Spirit is love, etc. Live by the Spirit. Let the Spirit live in you, and you live according to how the Spirit would have you live, and these things just sort of happen. we're living by the Spirit, we will produce love and joy and peace and patience, etc. A couple other things I want us to consider. Let's not grieve the Holy Spirit. In Ephesians 4, verse 30, it says, "And grieve not the Holy Spirit of God, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption." I separated those just so we kind of glance at both of those statements following that. "Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice." Why? Because if you don't, that grieves the Holy Spirit who is in you. "And be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you." And finally, 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 19 just says, "Quench not. Quench not the Spirit." We could spend, years from this pulpit talking about the Holy Spirit. Hopefully we will spend some time at home grabbing some of these verses that have been thrown up there, expanding on that. It's not even close to all of it. And understanding who He is and why He's here and how we can have a relationship with Him and to not grieve Him. If we live by the Spirit now, He would have us to live. We won't grieve the Spirit. If we reject Him, we turn Him back, and we do whatever we want to do, and we don't live by how He would want us to live, we quench Him. We lose all of the power that God has sent to us through Jesus by way of the Holy Spirit who lives within us. Let's think about these things as we stand and sing.